Welcome to the bridge, where we are bringing the word to life. I am Lamont Tillman, and I am with my father, Bishop Howard Tillman, for another episode of the bridge. Definitely excited for today. Not only to talk about our top five here at the beginning, but we're talking about purpose today. One of the widely discussed and talked about topics of this time. But we're going to talk about purpose and get into it from maybe a couple of different angles. So I'm excited. We're going to get into it. But before we get into it, let's jump on our top five. Today's top five is going to top five places to visit or vacation. Okay?
Oh.
Top five places to visit or vacation. You want me to go first? You want to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Hawaii.
Okay. Yeah. What part of Hawaii?
Oh man. Not the big island.
The small one?
No, it's I can't remember the name of it. It's one of the islands though.
Okay.
It's not the
Honolulu?
No. And it slips my mind now.
Okay.
But it's nice.
But
I know that. I know that.
Yes, all of Hawaii, I think,
Yeah,
is pretty nice.
Dominican Republic
Oh,
is a nice place to go.
I've never
It's
been.
nice. Down on the ocean, it's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice. Houston.
Okay.
Now this is me now.
Mm-hmm.
I love me some Washington, D.C.
Some decent.
I love that place.
Yeah. What is it about Washington?
Man, Washington is just so much to do.
Mm-hmm.
And because I know a lot of people, it is, and it's a fun place to be.
Okay.
You know, at least to me, you're never bored.
Gotcha.
You know, the government is there
Mm-hmm.
and everything. It's just, it's a lot to do. Love it. My last place would be, I would say Orlando, Florida.
Okay. Go to Disney?
There and some other places.
Yeah.
Yeah. The whole area.
Yeah. Orlando it's great for tourists
Yes.
and always
Shopping.
There's always all kinds of stuff to do in Orlando.
Absolutely.
Okay, my top five, some similarities, at least one, is Hawaii. I've been to Hawaii one time.
Mm-hmm.
When I was in college. We went to
Right.
play
I remember that.
basketball tournament.
All right.
Preseason, I think it was. No, it was over the holiday. Missed Christmas that year. Going to Hawaii. We went to Hilo.
Yeah.
That was a small island.
Right.
Rainy, on the rainy side. I remember them talking about it was on the rainy side, but that was the one time or the first time that I looked forward to getting up at the crack of dawn because to go watch the sunrise
Yep. Yeah.
by the water, and then the temperature and the air was just crisp at that time of the day. And then the ice cream, I don't even know what flavor it was, but they had it on the island and everybody ate it. This ice cream, never to be topped. It was so good. It was so good. So that's one of the biggest things I remember from my time
Hawaii
in Hilo.
and ice cream.
And it was the ice cream.
Never heard of
it
it.
was good.
Okay.
But New York.
Mm-hmm.
I love to go to New York. The shopping, the food, the entertainment.
Yeah, it's too busy for me.
But to visit,
Yeah.
The busy. I like the busy to visit. I wouldn't want to live in that busy.
Right.
But to go there for a short period of time and shop and be busy for a couple of days and be, in the mix for a couple of days is good. I really enjoy that. Memphis is a place, as we have gone for basketball tournaments and stuff like
Tennessee.
that. To go to Memphis, the food. I'm gonna talk about food a lot.
See,
the food in Memphis.
that's your problem.
Oh man, I remember we went.
Now, what kind of restaurant?
No, this was a little mom and pop restaurant.
I knew it.
This was a little hole in the wall. It was owned by a family, and at the time, the owner was grandma.
Okay.
And she came out. So our basketball team is in this restaurant, and it's 300 square feet big. It's not very big at all.
Not at all.
I mean, it's a small place, and it's one big table that they sat us all at, and there was probably 20 of us there. And it's like granddaughter is the waitress. So she comes out, and she's taking everybody's order and what everybody wants to drink. Of course, their specialty was Kool-Aid.
Oh, wow.
And it wasn't flavors. It was on the menu. It was red, orange, and grape. Come out in big colored glass cups, plastic cups.
Nothing healthy.
Just like at home.
Nothing healthy about that.
And then, no, this is the kicker. Grandma comes out of the back. She was like, oh, she wants to come out and greet everybody because we had a big party. She wants to come out. She comes out and she kisses everyone at the table on the cheek. Just like she was your grandma.
Right.
It was an experience like none other.
It's a soul food restaurant, right?
Oh yeah, and the food was out of sight. I mean, it was so good.
That's terrible.
Oh my goodness. We all sat around that table for 30, 40 minutes after we were done eating. And they didn't say nothing. They wasn't trying to rush us out or nothing.
Yeah.
North Carolina. I've been to Carolina. I like North Carolina. It's similar to being in Columbus. Great, just...
What part of North Carolina?
Man, we were in... I don't even remember what part we were in. But it was...
Close to Durham?
It was in the suburb, but it was close to this. It was close to the city, so we were right. So we were able to kind of see both sides, and it was nice. It was nice, friendly place. Jamaica, been to Jamaica for vacation.
Okay.
To be able to see, see them there and see all parts of life there was always fun, and go on excursions and things of that sort in Jamaica is always a good time.
Right.
That's my top 5.
Okay.
Of places to visit or vacation. So let's get right into purpose. And it's a broad topic.
Yeah.
But in one of your sermons, you started off talking about the purpose of purpose. Mm-hmm. People generally just jump straight into purpose, and they just start going into what that means to them and why, and the pursuit of your purpose and what your purpose is and discovering your purpose. But you started off talking about the purpose of purpose. Mm-hmm. Let us in on that a little bit.
When you talk about the purpose of purpose, you're really addressing a couple of things. You're addressing meaning, direction, and motivation for action, and also existence. Mm-hmm. Meaning, direction, motivation for action, and existence. That's the purpose of purpose. So when you understand meaning, that gives you something definitive. direction that gives you some sense of your ultimate goal that you want to accomplish. Purpose has motivation. It ought to then engage you into thinking a certain way about the action that I need. So the action is really, I'm really motivated, enthusiastic about what I'm going to do. Existence just tells me why. Who the existence? Why do I exist? Why do I exist? So the existence, its meaning, its direction, its motivation for action and existence. When I look at all of that, that purpose then gives me the ability to live, to sustain, and to give, right? And to live and to sustain and to give, which allows me to understand when I understand my purpose, the purpose of my purpose is to give me a foundation that I build the rest of my life on. And everything I do starts with purpose. So if you have a faulty foundation, what you're building is going to be a train wreck, but you build, so the foundation you build on is the purpose. Do you have meaning? Do you have motivation for action? Do you have direction? Do you have existence? With that purpose, you live and you sustain and you give that. And you give. That's what sustains you.
Yeah. And nothing is created, and correct me if I'm wrong, nothing is created without purpose.
Nothing.
Everything that exists,
Absolutely.
It exists for a reason.
Absolutely. The one thing I said was when I talked about water. And that if you look at it in Genesis, it was water and then dry ground. And then vegetation. And then animals.
Yeah.
And then humans. Guess what? Because everything made after that needed water to exist. So if water does not exist, nothing else can be sustained. So now you see the value of water. So the purpose of water is to give life to everything that God created post-water.
Post-water. Right.
So the purpose of water is to give life. And without water, you can't have life.
Yeah. Now, and when we talk about us as individuals.
Okay, that's different. Okay.
When we talk about us as individuals,
Yeah.
We are created with purpose.
Yes. Yes.
And that purpose gives us innate value.
Yes. Good word.
Because when God created us, he created us for a purpose.
Right.
And that purpose gives us value.
Yes. Because we're made in the image and likeness of God, which means we are on earth to represent God. Then we have responsibility to reign, rule, and govern the earth that he created. What makes me valuable is my honoring the fact that I'm made in his image. And which means I am made in his image to represent him on earth, to reign and rule and govern according to my submission or acceptance of the fact that I am made in his image. So I honor him in my reigning, in my ruling and governing.
So I'm honoring him in how I move.
Yeah.
I'm honoring him in what I say, how I talk. I'm honoring him in the decisions that I make here on earth. because I'm acknowledging that I was made in his image.
Yes.
And I should be operating and moving in a certain way because of the creator.
Yes. But I have to understand what that means. Ecclesiastes says, here the conclusion of the whole matter is to fear God and keep his commandments. And to keep his commandments means to conform to a practice or an action relative to the commandment. I conform to the commandment. I conform to practice and act according to the commandment. And fear God means, when you use the word fear, it means submission to the, it is submission to the revealed objective word of God. So I surrender to the objective revelation of God's word. So once it's like when I submit to, once I hear the Bible say, love your neighbor as yourself. I conform to that, right? And then I practice and act that out according to his commandment. And that's how I represent him. See, I just don't represent him without understanding what he wants from me.
Right.
So if I don't know what he wants from me, I'm just doing stuff.
Right.
But if I know what he wants from me, then I act according to that. And then that becomes that purpose. Going back to that purpose, when I understand I'm creating the image and likeness of God, that's my foundation, and I build the rest of my life on that. Then that's what gives me value in the marketplace, and that's what gives me value to the Creator who created me. Right. So if I understand that in my thinking, that I bring value to the marketplace. Wherever I go, I bring value. Because purpose transcends everything. Purpose transcends everything.
Right.
No matter what you do, you're always concentrating on purpose.
And it's figuring out your purpose, understanding your purpose. When you talk about the purpose of purpose, is supposed to, as you said before, give you a reason to get up and move with a certain vigor each day.
Yeah.
Because I'm pursuing something, but I'm pursuing opportunities to honor God in what I'm going to be doing and what he wants me to be doing on a daily basis.
Yeah, this may get ahead of you, but some people think that purpose is their vocation. When you think purpose is your vocation, there's a chance that you could lose that vocation.
Right.
Now, what's your purpose?
Is your purpose lost?
Yes. So you're looking for something else to give you purpose. But if you understand creating an image and likeness of God to represent God is my purpose, right? So it didn't make any difference what my vocation is.
Oh, right.
Purpose transcends vocation. Because vocation is how I express my purpose.
Oh, that's how you live it out.
Yeah.
That's how you live it out.
That's how I live it out. So when I understand vocation, when I put it in its right place, I'm not using that as my purpose, because if I use that as my purpose, I'm going to be all over the place.
Yeah.
The basketball players, my purpose is to play basketball. If that is it, then you are in trouble.
Well, and that's probably why you see a lot of professionals in a lot of different instances who kind of lose their way once they quote unquote retire.
Right.
Once I'm done doing that thing that I've been doing for so long, 20, 30 years, now it's what am I supposed to do?
Absolutely.
I'm done. It's over.
Yes.
It's not.
Yep.
You still have purpose to live out.
Absolutely.
As long as you're on the earth, you
Right.
have purpose to live out, and it's not attached directly to what you do.
Yes.
Like
What you do,
But what
helps
you
you
do-
live it out.
Yes, but what you do gives you the opportunity
Yes.
to live it out in those particular spheres of influence, in those instances,
Right.
in those areas that you're in. You're living out your purpose in those different places. So if I switch job to job, I'm still pursuing purpose. I'm still living out my purpose wherever I'm at. So that doesn't stop.
Right. Right.
But knowing and understanding and pursuing purpose is something that helps you move with purpose. Like Deion Sanders was talking in an interview, and they were asking him. Somebody saw him somewhere, and he's this place and that place. He said, "I'm never anywhere on accident. You're not gonna find me somewhere on accident. Everywhere I go, I'm there on purpose." And he wasn't just talking about I'm there because I was scheduled to be there.
Okay.
He was talking about everywhere I am,
Right.
I am on purpose. I am pursuing and I am fulfilling my purpose in that moment, in that place.
Yeah. So he's saying if I'm driving a car,
Yeah.
if I'm at the park,
Yeah. I'm here on purpose.
right.
I'm at this press conference on purpose.
Yes.
I have a goal that I am accomplishing everywhere that I am. And he has established that. And we have to make sure, that we're always looking to establish and fulfill purpose in every place that we're at, in every area of our lives. We are pursuing, fulfilling purpose, which is to represent God in the way that he wants to be represented here on earth.
Right.
Which will compel people to ultimately want to do the same thing. Which is now
Yep.
pursue purpose in their spheres of influence, and then that's how it continues to spread
Yes. Yeah.
in every area of everyone's life.
So it's like transferring information by action to someone else. And they emulate what they see and admire. And some people admire the finished product,
Yeah.
but they don't understand what's behind that finished product. They don't understand the foundation behind that product. If they don't understand the foundation, they're trying to emulate something that is difficult to emulate if you don't understand the purpose behind their action. Right? So if you understand the purpose behind, it's like you guys doing sports. It's like some people likes the finished product of a great basketball player, but they don't understand what's behind that.
They talk about the fruits of their labor.
Absolutely, they don't understand that. So that purpose takes you to a whole nother level, because purpose allows you to transcend the media, social media. It allows you to transcend all the noise and everything that's around you. Purpose allows you to transcend all that. When you know who you are,
Yeah.
and know why you're here, who can take that away from you?
Yeah.
They can't.
Yeah. You can walk a different way.
Absolutely.
You move a different way. You think a different way.
Yep.
You're able to, like you said, block out stuff.
You walk with a sense of confidence, and when you walk with confidence, it's just hard for anybody to distract you.
Yeah.
And when you're a person that's when you are at a place where nothing really interferes with you or sidetracks you, right?
Yeah.
You're a winner.
Yeah.
See, you win with purpose. You don't win with what you do.
Yeah.
You win with purpose.
Yeah.
Because purpose makes you a winner.
Yeah,
See, because purpose makes you go. Purpose makes you to go to a place that others won't go.
Yeah.
Purpose causes you to practice the way others. You practice in a way that is beyond what others would practice.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you want to learn more than the average person wants to learn.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you want to do things that's outside of the ordinary.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's that that statement they made about Kobe. I forgot what they often say about Kobe. What did they say about Kobe?
What is his nickname? The Mamba mentality?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
Mm-hmm.
The Mamba mentality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It is that purpose.
Mm-hmm.
It's purpose that drives you.
Yeah.
You know? So I think that's why when you talk about purpose, you talk about it because it's foundational.
Yeah.
And nothing else in this world has value without foundation. There's no longevity without foundation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a statement that Jesus uses. It's in Matthew, and he talks about building a house, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he says, the person who hears my word and does not do it is like a person who builds a house on sand. When the rains descend, the floods come, and people in the house falls.
Mm-hmm.
He said, but the person that hears my saying and does it is like a person who builds a house on a rock.
Mm-hmm.
When the rain descends and the flood comes and beats upon the house, and rain beats upon the house, he said, the house still stands.
Mm-hmm.
So it's foundational.
Mm-hmm.
It means that I have survived. I have the ability to survive, to make it through.
There's strength associated with purpose.
It is. It is. And I think that's why so many people fail. That's why people give up. That's why people quit.
Yeah.
They quit because of external circumstances, but they don't have something that drives them from the inside.
From the inside.
See, because it's not the outside that ought to drive you. It's not all the tweets. It's not all the likes. It's what's driving me inside that it helps me to express myself externally. But I'm not bothered by the external. Because if I move by the external, it means that every day I get up, I'm subject not to finish whatever I started.
Mm-hmm. And it's so difficult nowadays because of what's inside of people,
Right.
and what's inside of young people, and what we're putting inside of us is hindering us from being able to freely,
Right.
without restriction, without other circumstances, other things getting in the way of us pursuing our purpose, because we just continue to fill ourselves with such mess that is constantly being pushed in front of us. And it's distracting us from purpose, from even thinking about purpose, from even understanding the value of purpose. We're out here just living. We're just out here wandering. And this generation, this next generation of kids, there's a lot of them, young people out here just wandering like zombies.
Yes.
And it's hard to think about, how do we get them to snap out of it?
You cannot get them to snap out of it if they don't have people around them that disseminates information that would allow them to think differently. You know, you've got the Bible. Let me give you another Bible scripture, right? Transformed by the renewing of your mind. You know, out of your heart come evil thoughts and murders and adulteries. So your mind, how you think, has a lot to do with how you act. So it's like years ago they used to have something related to computers: garbage in, garbage out. It's like what you put in is what you get out.
Yeah.
So these kids that you're talking about, what are they taking in? See, if they're not taking in information, I look at the word information. I was thinking about this the other day. The word information. When you break that word down, the shun is action. Action to form in. That's what the information is. Action to form in. So when you have information then becomes power. Right? And with power, what do you do with power? You don't sit around and praise it.
Yeah. Right.
Acknowledge it. When you have it, you use it.
Use it.
You utilize it to your benefit. And when you don't have information that is surrounded with, because, purpose, understanding purpose is information. And when you understand that, then that's what puts you at the other level. That's what puts you at the other level. But when these young people don't have anybody talking to them about purpose, when they're not hearing purpose, when they don't understand purpose, when they utilize weed and all this other stuff, that's like putting something in you that really derails your value, derails your potential.
Yeah.
Derails your potential. So what's going to elevate my potential? Its purpose is going to elevate my potential.
Yeah.
Not these things that mankind has created and used to receive enjoyment and gives me a sense of peace and I feel a certain way when I do it.
Right.
That feeling don't last long. Short term.
Yeah.
It has no longevity to it. So, and that's why. But when I get purpose, I'll have to go back and get it again.
Yeah. Right. No. Yeah. It's one time.
When I got it, I got it, and I take that with me, and I survive on purpose. I don't need anything else.
Right.
I survive on that.
Yeah.
I don't need a basketball game. I don't need anything to survive on purpose. Now, basketball game or basketball player may be the tool that I use to express my purpose. But if I want to do this real right, right, I know I need to do this the best that I can.
Yeah.
Because this becomes my stage.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. It's that those things are just our platform.
Absolutely.
Your job is just your platform.
Yeah.
The basketball court is just your platform.
Yeah.
That press conference is just your platform.
Absolutely.
And you've seen, from an athlete perspective, you've seen more and more athletes utilizing their platform
Right. That's why.
to fulfill their purpose.
That's why I appreciate Stroud.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Always. He's not ashamed of it.
Yeah.
Very vocal.
Yeah. No, yeah. And you see more and more guys that are using their platform to give honor to God.
Right.
And with them giving honor to God on their platform, they are fulfilling purpose.
Right. Right.
They're walking in their purpose. They're exercising their purpose by using their platform to do so.
Yeah. Because there's something I said in the sermon, and just coming back to me. I said that don't think competition, think purpose. Don't think self-esteem, think purpose. Because purpose will give you self-esteem. Don't think popularity.
Yeah.
Think purpose. Because purpose will bring you popularity.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you think purpose, it'll drive you to the things that you want.
Yeah.
So if I'm being moved by competition, I do anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll do anything, and I'll do anything in competition. I'll play dirty.
Yeah.
In the name of competition. But when I have purpose,
Think purpose.
opposed to competition, I don't have to play dirty to win.
Yeah. Yep. And I don't have to move or envy someone else
No, absolutely.
because I'm on purpose.
Right.
And I'm on my purpose. This is, another basketball analogy. Dennis Rodman.
Right.
Dennis Rodman didn't have to be Michael Jordan and
Right.
be the best scorer
Yep.
to become Dennis Rodman.
Exactly.
He became Dennis Rodman by being Dennis Rodman,
That's right.
which was the best rebounder
Yep.
and one of the best defenders to ever play the game.
Yes.
And he became
Yep.
popular.
Good
He
example.
became famous. He became wealthy
Right.
by being Dennis Rodman.
Yep.
He didn't have to be the leading scorer in the game.
Yep. Yep.
He was Dennis Rodman
Yep.
and was able to be and do what everybody also wanted to do.
Yeah, because he became the best that he could become in that, right? And becoming the best he could become at being a rebounder
Yep.
and a defender. Once he became the best at doing that,
Yep.
phew, he didn't worry about anything else.
And it made room for him everywhere he went.
Yes, that is true because he started in Detroit,
It started in Detroit.
right? And once he started in Detroit, he then went to
Chicago. Yep.
But he went to Chicago because of who he was in Detroit.
Because of who he was in Detroit,
Right.
which was the best defender
Yep.
and the best rebounder. He didn't go to Chicago to be a scorer.
Right. Right.
He went to be Dennis Rodman, to be himself.
Yes.
And he was still fulfilling. He
Right.
was still doing what he was put there to do and brought to do
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
without having to conform to what everybody might have said the best players were all about.
One of the greatest mistakes people make is trying to be something they're not. Greatest mistake they can make
Yep.
in trying to be something they're not. You know what it means? It means I'm out of who I am. And I can't be the best at who I am if I'm trying to be something I'm not.
Yeah.
Right? So I have to
Yep.
be comfortable. You have to be comfortable with that. I'm not trying to be you. I'm just trying to be me. And I'm going to try to be the best me I can be.
Yeah. And that's huge when it comes to walking in your purpose,
Yep.
being comfortable in your own skin, being accepting of your value, understanding your value and what you bring to the table, even in team environments.
Yeah.
Everybody plays a role. Everybody plays a part. Everybody has value that's at the table on the team. It's just, are you willing to accept and walk in that value and understanding when you're in your purpose? Like you said, you're going to get the things that you're supposed to get. You know, the popularity. Don't
Right.
think about the popularity.
Yeah, don't think about money.
Just be you. Don't think about money.
Right.
Just be you.
Yeah.
And you're going to get everything that God has for you to get.
Right.
And when you're moving in that vein, then you can, regardless of what people may see outside looking in,
Right.
you can walk with a certain amount of confidence,
Right.
with your head held high, and be happy, which everybody's trying to be happy nowadays. Everybody's searching for happiness, and that's why they're doing all kinds of who knows what with who knows what and who knows who.
Yeah.
It's because everybody's just searching for happiness.
And happiness, you can't survive in life on happiness because it's an emotion. You can't survive on that.
Yeah.
Being happy.
Yeah.
Happy means there's something objective that makes me happy.
Yeah.
I can't be happy without whatever that is. Purpose is inside.
Yeah.
So what's on the inside of me is what motivates me and gives me purpose and reason for my existence. So if I know that,
Yeah. Yeah.
I got to have that. You know, because I think that is the greatest. When you're talking about kids today, I just think we have to start being more responsible as adults and putting, whether they want to hear it or not, We have to put them in the best position to succeed.
Yeah.
And it ain't in wearing a pair of Jordans or whatever kids want now.
Yeah.
What's important is the information.
Yeah.
Because Jordan is not going to help you. Wearing Jordan shoes,
Yeah.
it's not going to get you a job.
Nope.
It's not going to take you through college. You got to have information. And that information is what drives you. Purpose drives you.
Purpose.
Every person has it. Even a child needs to understand that. A child needs to understand purpose. As they are maturing and growing, they need to understand that because they will become mesmerized by stuff. And their identity is attached to stuff. No. No, because there may come a time you don't have the stuff.
Yep. And all you have is who you are.
And you need to know that from a child.
Yep. And one of the things that you instilled in me early on was the most valuable thing that we have is our name.
Yes, absolutely.
And that name and
Right.
having a value attached to your name
Right.
can get you
Absolutely.
what you need. I can go into a bank if you got a good name.
Yep.
You can go into a bank, sign your name,
Yep.
and walk out with cash.
Yep.
If you got a good name.
Absolutely.
You got good credit.
Yep.
If you got a good name.
But you have to work to have a good name. You just don't have a good name. You got to work to have a good name.
To maintain that, to maintain it.
And to get it, to maintain it, you got to work to have it. Because if you got bad credit, you're on the wrong side of the ledger. Your name is destroyed before you get to the bank. I'm not even going to talk to you. Once I pull your credit rating, it's over. You know, your name, I will not allow you to sign your name on this note. Because your name is not worth anything.
Yeah, it don't even matter. But
Right.
Yeah.
So but that's work. See, purpose is one thing. See, purpose is one thing, but purpose must be work. You must live out purpose.
Yeah, you must
that's
work
the
it.
work.
Yeah.
Because you don't have a name because you have purpose. You have a name because you took purpose and turned purpose into something in life that made you valuable.
Yeah. Yep, to others.
Exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
And when you become valuable to others, then you become an asset and not a liability. Just based on, just starts with purpose.
Starts with purpose.
Starts there, because if you don't start there, forget it.
Think purpose.
Think it.
Think purpose.
Think it.
Don't think happy. Think purpose.
Think purpose.
Don't
But-
think about money. Think purpose.
And if you don't know it, you can't think about something you don't know. That's why it's our responsibility to make sure people know purpose exceeds everything.
There we are once again with the bridge, bringing the word to life. How you move forward, how you operate on a daily basis. Think purpose. Don't think about all the other stuff. Think purpose, and all the other stuff will be added. You are listening to The Bridge.